You may now begin your presentation.
L'Emilia-Romagna e le Marche che sono state flagellate dalla coda di quel fenomeno atmosferico pesantissimo.
L'uso massiccio di fertilizzanti chimici e pesticidi ha avuto un grosso impatto negativo sull'ambiente.
Le precipitazioni eccezionali al nord e la grande sete del sud.
Severe drought, sudden flood, soil drained and suffocated by fertilizers. Climate change and human behavior not only destroy cities and crops, they strike at our foundation, the soil itself, leaving it barren. We couldn't stand by and watch, so we created two solutions: agri-change to empower the seed and GREL to restore the ground.
Imagine planting a seed. You water it, you wait, but nothing grows. Now imagine this happening across millions of hectares. This is not a future scenario. This is happening right now, in Italy and worldwide. In Italy, 60% of farmland faces critical conditions due to drought and desertification. 7% of farmland are at risk of excessive salinity, and this percentage is rising steadily with the advancing of sea levels. Worldwide, 1.4 billion hectares are already degraded by salinity, and another billion is at risk due to climate crisis and human mismanagement. Seeds that fail to sprout, scarcity of food resources, and with them, water, energy, fertilizers, and hope fade away.
Let's take corn, one of the most widely grown crops in the world, essential for animal feed, the agri-food industry, and bioenergy. Yet, under extreme conditions, germination can fall below 50%. But what if a magnetic field could change all of this? A natural treatment requiring no external resources, no water, no electricity, just a magnetic field and a seed. Traditional priming techniques work, but they're outdated. They waste water, time, energy, and most importantly, they can't be applied everywhere. We present magnetopriming, an autonomous, modular, portable technology that needs no electricity, no water, no chemicals. How does it work? We expose seeds to a static, uniform, and safe magnetic field. No risks for humans, animals, or devices. Zero emissions, only benefits for germination. Using permanent magnets in controlled configuration, we can stimulate corn seeds in just 20 to 60 minutes, depending on the variety. The result? Faster, more uniform germination and stronger resistance to salinity and drought. Under saline and drought conditions, we achieve up to 90% of germination. And we're not talking about GMOs, we're talking about natural innovation. Imagine this, a container, 9 modules, a simple, fast, accessible solution loaded into a regular truck and ready to operate anywhere it's needed, whether it's arid lands, farms in crisis, or forgotten regions where agriculture means survival. We are there, ready, autonomous, effective. And this is just the beginning, because our technology is scalable and replicable. It's not limited to corn. We are already testing applications on wheat, soybeans, tomatoes, rice, and more. Agri-change is not just a product. It's a platform for the future of agriculture.
We are entering the global agriculture market worth over 5 trillion euros. 40% of this market is located in coastal and drought-risk areas. In Italy alone, the at-risk agriculture sector is worth over 24 billion euros. Our target, agriculture businesses operating in these vulnerable areas, a 1.2 billion euros addressable market with over 207,000 potential farms. But how are we doing this? Through a service-based business model reaching everywhere we're needed. With just one container, by the end of 2026, we aim to treat 8,000 hectares of land, working up to 10 hectares in just 2 hours. Then we will scale steadily, increasing the number of containers and hectares treated year after year. Each service will cost around 500 euros, depending on the location. The funds for purchasing the solution will be provided to businesses in need by NGOs, public institutions, civil protection, and agricultural resilience projects. Worldwide, we aim to integrate into major cooperation initiatives. From 2028, we will add an adjacent business stream, selling a compact version of our technology priced at around 35,000 euros. This will allow farmers to perform magnetopriming independently right before sowing. Altogether, this will lead us to a projected 3.7 million euros in revenue by 2030.
Here's what we achieved on the ground. Germination rates rise sharply, from 50 to 90% in saline soils, from 60 to 92% in dry soils, and up to 98% in normal soils. And all of this without GMOs or energy, just science and results.
AgriChange also fully supports the UN Sustainable Development Goals, ending hunger, promoting sustainable agriculture, fighting climate change, and protecting life on land.
This is AgriChange. Regenerate, restart, rebirth. It doesn't take a miracle to make the earth come back to life. It only takes a seed, prepared the right way. Investing in AgriChange means restoring food security, giving voice to resilience and a future to agriculture. Are you ready to plant the seed of change with us? That's how we empower the seed, and this is AgriChange, growing beyond limits.
Focus your attention on the soil. Focus your attention on the soil now. Barren after years of chemical dependence. Same problem, complementary causes, different solutions. That's where GREL comes in to restore the ground.
In Europe, over 60% of soils are in poor health due to erosion, pollution, compaction, and loss of organic matter. And that's a huge issue because a healthy soils is one of our strongest alliances against climate change. Yet, intensive farming keeps consuming it, relying on chemical fertilizers. In Italy alone, in 2022, we used more than 85 kilograms per hectare. The problem, up to 2/3 of the nitrogen and half of the phosphorus aren't absorbed by plants. They end up in the groundwater, polluting it.
At the same time, millions of tons of agricultural waste are sent to landfills, producing harmful emissions. We throw away what the earth gives us and pay to poison it. So we asked ourselves, what if we could restore the soil using exactly what we are wasting today?
At GREL, we found a solution. Polvar, an eco-friendly blend that makes the decomposition of organic waste easier. Just add it to food scraps and you'll trigger fast, efficient, 100% eco-friendly composting. No machine, no energy, no methane, no bad smell. The result, a high-quality compost ready to bring soils back to life.
At GREL, we believe change starts from the ground up, with small responsible actions taken every day by each of us. So we created 2 solutions, garden and balcony. With our balcony starter kit, anyone can compost at home, even in a small city apartment where humidity usually makes it harder. How does it work? Drop in a terrain pod, add your kitchen scraps, sprinkle some pulver. When the bin is full, move to the next. By the time the third is full, the first one will be ready. You'll have rich compost perfect for your plants, balcony garden, or even the flower bed downstairs.
But why is it different? Because we reduce organic waste at the source, cutting transport and landfill use. Because we don't use a single toxic additive, every ingredient is 100% eco-safe. And because we replace traditional chemical fertilizers, delivering over 150% more nutrient than traditional compost. And because we make composting easy, affordable, and accessible to everyone. Other solutions offer partial benefits. We combine them all thanks to a patent mix. This isn't just a product, It's an innovation protected by a patent that sets us apart.
Sustainability shouldn't be a luxury. That's why Polvar costs just 8 euros for 300 grams. Our balcony kit is 39 euros, the garden kit 99 euros. In Italy, 24 million families have access to outdoor spaces. Considering just 40% of it, that's a potential 168 million euros annual market. And we aim to consider just 5%. Our goals: 5,000 balcony kits sold by 2026, scaling up to 100,000 till 2030, and 4,000 garden kits sold by 2030 in the same time frame.
Now, with a working MVP, we're ready to scale. During the first phase, we'll be partnered with manufacturers to boost production. During the second phase, we will build our own facilities and expand into B2B, helping farms manage their daily waste efficiently. Polvar can help them creating over 20,000 tons of natural fertilizers every year.
This is how we restore the ground, because giving back to Earth is our responsibility. We are GREL for a more sustainable life.
We are UNIUD. With AgriChange, we empower the seed to grow where others can't. With GREL, we restore the ground and we bring it back to life. Two forces, one mission, to make resilience and food security grow from the seed to the soil to the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. We now have 4 minutes for any question and doubts.
Thank you for your presentation. Every time that we face a new innovation in the food industry, we tend to think that everything is safe and nothing will change in the product. So how you plan to monitor then this magnetotherapy will not change anything or maybe improve the quality of the food that we will eat in the future? Because most of the time the results are decades later, the thing that we do on nature.
Thank you for your question. The magnetopriming technology doesn't change anything at DNA level on the seeds. So what happens, we are at the current stage, we are still testing it, but what happens, basically, it's an expansion of the pores of the seed. And our goal is to increase germination, and so to allow seeds to grow where now they cannot grow. And in that sense, we aim to restore food security. So bringing back agriculture where at the moment is not possible to grow crops and foods. And also with climate change, the areas affected by drought and salinity will increase. And that's why we want to bring a seed that can grow everywhere, just to ensure that food is available for everyone and everywhere.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I have a question regarding the industrialization. You plan to scale the business to 28. So I suppose you have a industrialization phase the next 2 years. So my question is, have you already documented the risk in the industrialization phase? Basically, the question of how risky it is to scale up with the permanent magnets. So permanent magnets eventually needs some earth, some rare earth, so not obvious to produce. So have you thought about mitigating the risk during the industrialization phase to get to the success?
Yes, thank you for your question. In fact, it's not easy to produce a machine, so that's why we thought to begin the production after some time we are already on the market. And the production of the compact version, so which is a single machine that will be sold to farmers, is able to equalize the investment on the service. So if a farmer has a great land of area that need to be planted, he can buy the single machine, which is able to give an amortization to the cost of the production.
Thank you. Very nice presentation. Did you study the scientific basis of the effect of the magnetic fields to the seeds? The scientific basis, why we have this kind of effect?
Thank you very much. Yes, we are tested in the laboratory, the magnetopriming, and with our data analyst, we understand the effects of it on the seeds. And for this, we create the paper, and with this technology, we understand that we have effect on the seeds.
Okay, time is expired. Thank you for your presentation.